Yo guys, so what is going on? Nickname is just Yellow, and today this Norwegian hardcore PC gamer is gonna make a video about calling in Counter-Strike. A lot of players, or people in general, regardless of rank, will not be good at doing this. Sometimes at lower ranks people might be great at calling, and thus if they have teammates with an actual head that is receptive to voice communication more so than what is normal, you can be able to easily tell what is going on towards your teammates in a better detail rather than what they could get ever, really, because they are not you and they are not seeing what you see. And this will allow them to perform better if they know what they're doing and if they play the game a lot and are receptive to calls, which is why having standardized calls that everybody really uses is very important. It might differ from in Europe from America, for example, but it's not too different, and you should both go over pretty well. So the importance of calling is essentially to give your team a better edge. What weaponry the enemy might have, whether or not it's a pistol, AWP, or assault rifle, if not something very weird or obscure that could ruin your day, like a scout, are all going to be important things that you should relay to your teammates, because depending on time, place, and situation, that scout can actually destroy your entire play, whether or not it's, you know, getting information or just hurting you or killing you in a really clutchy important moment. Other things to take note of is where the enemy is looking, where he might be moving, essentially, because in the death cam you get 5-6 seconds, as you can see right here, in which you get to just spectate the world. I can see the guy, I can see where he's looking, he's just at CT standing in the middle of the ground, somebody kill him, he's AFK, come on. You know, like, it becomes a very organic process as you keep on playing this game too, so it's pretty good to constantly try and practice it and just naysay and know anybody that don't really focus on the communication. Now, I'm decent at this kind of deal because I used to play matchmaking when all the cheaters were around, so essentially you had to have, you know, really good aim all the time. You had to be very quick at the information play, because that way you could outsmart the idiots that had only had cheats, you know, and yeah, it pretty much made it pretty hard to play, but also risky and fun. Now, when it comes down to other things to call about here, there aren't too many things really to handle. Yeah, I mean, for example, his armor, that could be important to call, whether or not he have head armor as well. You can see that it will goosh pretty well, so having a visual set by settings pretty well too, that can also give you a slight advantage, which is something I can link with an annotation at the end of this video, how that can be equally as useful as well. Now, another thing is when you get killed in this game, people need to try and relay that information, that type of information, just way more precisely, alright? So if you have a decent headset and or have been working with let's actually buy like some kind of insane weapon to demonstrate this better. Then we literally need a couple of decoys. You know, echolocation with the proper headgear and stuff like that. So just to go through that quickly, the brain only have 2 ears. That means that by default, what we, you know, our head, it records in stereo audio. That's what we are running with, which is why you only need 2 headphones and only 2 kind of channels to use in your settings. Regardless, playing this game a lot and getting used to that's pretty loud. Getting used to echolocation, that is actually kind of important in the long run. Even more so because it can easily allow you to eliminate where you got shot from. And more so then when, for example, somebody get killed from this direction, they will fall in that direction. And you hear the shots coming from this area, you know, me right here shooting. Just by a little bit of practice, you can instantly know where you got killed from, and thus where that call out should be, and thus where you can call to your teammates, alright, there's a guy there, you should do something. And then later on in the death cam, you can also hear maybe where he's running, because, you know, you get that audio feedback as well. So try and always stay tuned. A lot of people just tune out whenever they die, unless the opponents are so far away, they are not really relevant towards a gunfight. I tend to not do so, but if they have a kit I can see on their butt, that might make them a risky player to fear in a clutch in which you need to defuse. Or if I can see somebody having the bomb running around, for example, in which it's on the back and it either accidentally got shown or somebody actually, you know, turned the side to you and you can see the bomb. All of those kind of things are very important all the time to look at, because that way you can actually foresee what the opponents have in plan, regardless of what they actually have in plan, you know. So let's say that me as a terrorist here with 3 of my teammates right here are trying to face the opponents, and they've still not seen the bomb. So they on the map, they're not sure whether or not they should overstack A right now because there's action there, or maybe a fake will be triggered and they will go B. Now, as soon as they see me on the minimap, or as soon as either I get killed or, you know, they get killed and we show them the minimap, the bomb outside of the minimap, you know, in clear visuals, they're now going to hoard over to the site, you know, they're going to storm the site, and it's going to be a little bit more annoying. So yeah, keep that secret. Never show, you know, dead positions, your back, that way they can't really get that information. And other than that, don't overcall. It's very important to be very strict with it. You know, to try and keep it as minimalistic as possible. How much damage was done? Where is he moving? Does he have any significant weapon? Is he rushing you? Is he super hurt? What other things? There aren't too many. Unless your teammates don't know jack shit about what they're doing, you should probably call it a bit extra. But then again, that is all about rank. You know, if you're global elite, that's probably not going to be necessary. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, we got the Patreon stuff. Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play, people.